Hello, tarot lovers. Welcome to Sunday Night Live Tarot Energy Report. Hello, everyone. Yes, I'm just going to turn off my email, actually, because I don't want to be distracted by that. Oh, I'm live now on YouTube. Force quit. Let me get rid of that. Mail. Force quit. There we go. Hello, everyone. Make sure you put a little hello in the comment section so I can see you. Hello, Lisa. Hello. So good to see everyone. Yes, Lion Gate portal. Well, you might not like my view around that. I don't think that our man-made calendars are really an accurate representation of the energy. However, I'm not denying that there isn't a beautiful portal that's open, but it might not have just been open today. It could have been open days before. I've definitely felt like I've been riding it all week. So I just had the most amazing sleep in today as well. I slept until 10:30. Amazing. I never do that. That's unheard of. In fact, I don't even put my alarm clock on because I know that I'm going to wake, like I wake up. So yes, that was an unusual sleep in. I feel well rested though. Oh, hello, Maria. Charmaine, you're on your daughter's account. Hello, Jennifer. So good to see everyone. Hello, Izzy from the UK. Tiffany, hello. Wendy, hi. Nicole, hello. Hello, Erin. Hello, Haley. Lisa, hello. You slept in too. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it? I haven't done that for years, for a long time. So nice. Hello, Robert. So good to see everyone. Deanna, hello. Oh, yes, we've all been riding this lion for about a week. Hello, Amy. So many amazing people. Hello, Mariana from Australia. Nice to meet you. Hello, lovely to see that you're here. Hello, Morgan, Kath, Wendy, greetings. Rhonda from Aussie. Fabulous. So glad everyone's here. So whilst I wait a few more moments, just in case a few more people jump in or jump on, I should introduce myself. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Rachel. My name is Marina Lovas, and I refer to myself as, the lion sleeps tonight at midnight. Yes. I refer to myself as your soul purpose mentor. So I'll start again. My name is Marina Lovas. I am your soul purpose mentor, and I support intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs to monetize their passion to purpose, creating programs and services that sell out. And I teach channeling and tarot therapy. So yes, I mentor intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs to create their passion to purpose and make money from that, create light money. And I love it. I love my job. I feel like the luckiest person in the world. I do. I meet incredible people through the work that I do. I'm so fortunate. Hello, Irina. There we go. There's someone who I've met through my work, Irina. She's amazing. A Romanian goddess, a Romanian witch. Irina's got some magic to share. So, hello, Natasha. Hello, Kim. Oh, amazing. Fabulous. So many people are online tonight. So good. So, so how this works, so if this is the first time you've been online, how it works is, first of all, I'm going to do an energy report for the week. So your spirit team, my spirit team, your higher self, my higher self, all working in sacred collaboration together. And I've put my hand up to say yes to read, to channel for us this energy report. So it's a reading for the collective, and it generally is pretty relevant in regards to the cards that follow after when I do the 1-card readings or 2-card readings for the people who would like a reading. So if you'd like a reading, you're most welcome to receive a reading from me. You need to put yes in the comments section or put your question in the comments section. So it scrolls past pretty quick, right? So, don't be afraid to put your question in a few times. I won't judge you for that or think you're trolling or anything like that. It just scrolls by really quickly, and I find it hard to keep up. So, okay, let's do this energy report. Oh, a little bit of housekeeping, something exciting, because it's the Lionsgate portal. I've put a free link up above on this live. So when this live is finished, or you could quickly do it now, go and jump in. It's a subscription link, of course, but you will receive a channeling hypnosis to channel your spirit guide along with my channeling insight guide. the two to support you. And it's above in the link in the comment, and it's absolutely free. Not in the comment section, in the intro section to this live. So it's up there, it's free. Go and enjoy it. Everybody loves that hypnosis. I get really good reviews. Yes, go ahead, it's yours, it's free. Go and jump in and take it. You're more than welcome to have it. Okay, so in terms of health readings, someone's just put, will my health improve? I generally don't do health readings. One, because I don't think it's ethical. If you have a serious health issue, you probably should see a practitioner who specializes in that field, not a tarot reader on spirit directories. It's probably not appropriate. So I would encourage you to go and seek advice from a professional who specializes in that area. My area is counseling and psychology and tarot, not medical issues. So yes, I would probably go forward and do that. Okay, so right, so I'm going to pick 3 cards for the energy report for this week. So I'll do that now, and then after I've done the reading for us, for our collective, then I will do I shall do 1 card readings for everyone, or 2 card readings. I've been reading all day. I have a closed group. It was called the it's called the Psychic Circle. I did put a link in the comment section for you guys to join last week. Today, I spent the entire day doing full readings for everybody in that space. A good 40 minutes for each person. It took me hours to do that, but I was channeling. I had the board here as well, so we were talking to Spirit. I was talking to Spirit, doing readings for everybody in my group. It's a shame you didn't join. You missed out. I'll let you know when the next round is. It was pretty special today. It's pretty amazing. Anyway, okay, so let me do our first card. Oh, 7 of Cups. Okay, so the first card that has come out for this week's tarot energy report is the story around Psyche and Eros. And the cups, well, let me explain the cups. So the cups are about relationship. It is a teacher. The minor arcana, the cups of the minor arcana are teaching us about relationship. It teaches us how we live in a relational world. And Aphrodite acts as a mirror to mirror our projections, what we project on others, and to teach us about who we are, to teach us about our own inner reality. So from the perspective of the cups, I usually put it in this context. We live in a relational world. We know who we are and we know who we are not through our relationships. So the cups is a journey into matters of the heart. So in this card, we have Aphrodite and Psyche. Psyche is begging Aphrodite for love. She's saying, please bring me my lover. Please bring me my true love. Please bring me give me back Eros. Eros ran away from Psyche. They had this relationship that wasn't authentic. They weren't being honest with each other. She confronted him. The relationship had a breakdown, and he took off and went to his mum's house, Aphrodite's house. And so Psyche has gone to Aphrodite and she said, please, can you bring him back to me? I really want to be with him. And Aphrodite has said, yes, you can have love, you can have true love in your life, but first you have some tasks to face, some tasks to do. So this week we're being called to face some of these tasks, which is, some of it is about dropping the ego. What does that mean? I'm not anti-ego. I'm in fact, I think the ego is really necessary and important for us to get us off the park bench to do the things that we need to do, to have the courage to face the things that are going on in our life. However, Psyche has to face her fears around being on her own, and she has to find her own sense of agency. She has to find herself before she can fully commit and be the person that she wants to be in her relationship. So this week it is very much, the first card is suggesting that we are needing to spend some time on developing our own sense of agency in the world, to become who we want to be in the world, to spend some time focusing on being the very thing that we're actually seeking in our relationship. So rather than looking outside of ourselves to have our needs met, to start making the effort to meet our own needs. So doing the things that we need to do to take care of ourselves, rather than projecting that outside of ourselves and expecting other people to fulfill those needs. So this is a card where Psyche is being faced now with a challenge. Psyche meaning soul. Your soul is being faced with a challenge this week of being the very thing that you seek from others. To have the relationship with yourself that you're wanting from other people. Start behaving that, start being that, start becoming that. So in this card, you can see here that Aphrodite is pointing to these tasks, and I was going to say death of the ego. So Psyche has to face these identities, these versions of herself that are outdated, that are no longer that she has grown out of, or she must challenge herself to outgrow these ways of being, these conditioned responses. And every time she's faced with a challenge, she wants to kill herself. She wants to throw herself off the rock. She thinks that she can't, that it's too hard. But each time she faces these challenges, she grows a little bit more. She becomes more and more into herself. And then she can go back into the relationship with Eros with this sense of emotional IQ and maturity. So this is the week of personal growth, and you know, it's not about going in and digging into the old shadows or poking the bear or trying to dig up old wounds. It's not really about that. This week we're being called to step into our power and become what you want from others. The challenge is to give yourself what you're seeking from the other, like to become that. Don't expect that from other people, to become that. Okay, so, oh, gosh, wait till you see what this card is. This is a nice card. You're going to be happy with this one, single people who might be going out there and flirting and doing whatever it is that you're doing. So we have the Knight of Cups, right? So there's a shadow aspect to the Knight of Cups, but isn't it interesting that the Cups has come up as well? The Knight has come up too. So the Knights in the Mythic Tarot well, all the court cards in the Mythic Tarot actually relate to the astrological signs. And I think they're actually far more accurate than the relationship that we hear in the Rider-Waite regarding the astrological signs. These cards have been specifically designed to meet the true expression, or the expression of each of these astrological signs, and it's not by chance. There's 12, and there's 12 signs, so there are 12 cards that represent the zodiac. And so in this card, we can see there's a little, you probably can't see it, but there's a little fish there. So as you can imagine, this card is in the sign of Pisces. And in the story, I call him the Don Juan of the Mythic Tarot. So in the story, he sacrifices all for love. He is in love with love, and he helped kill the sea monster, and in the process rescued his wife Andromeda from being taken by the sea monster. We've all heard of Perseus. There's a movie, actually. I can't think of the name of the movie, and it's got the Australian actor in it. I can't think of his name. I sound like I'm making it up. I'm not. I'll put a link in later. But yes, so this is the story of Perseus and his relationship to his mother and Andromeda. He loved women, and he respected women like deeply, and he so much so that he put his lovers on a pedestal. And what happened is he made all these. He sacrificed his needs for the great love of woman, for the great love of the sacred feminine. And so he's a beautiful card for sure, very idealistic, really romantic. There's a strong romantic feel with this card. There's the potential for romance this week. There's a potential for love and for falling in love. But we have to be careful with this card. Pisceans have this, they're dreamers, and they can dream up these beautiful realities, and you know, they're so romantic and all of that beautiful stuff, but they have this, the shadow aspect is they project this expectation, or we have to be careful not to project this expectation of what we want onto somebody who isn't being that, or has that, or is that. So this dream reality that you have of the kind of love that you want, you've got to be careful that you don't like project that onto this, the poor person who's trying to live up to this expectation that's just not who they are. So this is about being very careful about deluding ourselves in our relationships as well, like seeing people for who they really are. Like he just loves that. He's non-committal to some extent. So in the energy of this card is non-committal. It's mutable, so it's changeable. And so he's constantly seeking that falling in love phase, that feeling, that non-committal, the 3-month falling in love stage. He's constantly looking for that, and doesn't, like, the energy of this card is there's not, the commitment isn't quite there yet. So this is like the early stages of the potential of a new relationship. But yes, it's also a reminder that we've got to be careful not to sacrifice our needs. You've got to do what you need to do to take care of yourself first. You have to, like, see yourself as a sovereign being, to have some, like, take care of yourself. Make sure that you meet your needs. Don't expect him or her to meet your needs. You have to become what you want, to model that in your relationships, so somebody knows how to treat you and how to behave towards you. Like, be the thing that you're actually seeking from the other. Be that. And so that becomes like a magnetizer to attract that kind of person to you. So it's a beautiful card. It is about falling in love. Is it all about relationship? Not necessarily. It could be around your work, falling in love with your work again, or falling in love with your career, falling in love with your family life. Maybe, maybe you've started a new business, and you're just feeling so lit and lit up by it, and it's a sort of a romantic feeling. There is a romantic feeling. I often feel that way about my tarot. I romanticize my tarot. I love it so much. I'm in love with it. When I get involved and I tell the stories and I'm fully immersed in it. So it is about your passions, romanticizing your passions, creating a beautiful romantic relationship, spiritual love. Pisceans are connected to this higher spiritual love, the transcendent. They transcend their love. You can imagine, I don't know, I'm just seeing like two beings just floating up in the air, transcending the higher consciousness, like two souls become one sort of vibe. It's very like beautiful and romantic. So there's a romantic feel to this week. So enjoy it, but be, again, just, like be what it is that you want in your relationship, so you can model that, and so that person can learn from you about what you want. And to treat you in a way that is beautiful. You don't want to be sacrificing your needs. Be very careful. I will say this with this card. Be very careful that you don't make sacrifices to please the other. Like, you've got to put yourself as somebody as valuable and important in this relationship. This is shit. This is like, oh my God, this is such a great reading, such a beautiful reading. I'm sort of like, it's gorgeous. So now we've got the King of Pentacles. This is such a great card. So this card represents, someone, a potential person coming into your life, or maybe it's the qualities that need to emerge within you. But this is the hard worker. This is someone who's industrious. He's in the sign of Capricorn. Capricorns are they love the industry. They are good CEOs. They're good leaders. They do lead really well. This is somebody who likes to earn money, not necessarily just just for earning money, but they like the prestige. This is somebody who's willing to do the hard yards to take their work or their business or their career to the next level. This is the potential. This is the richness, the richness, the potential of what could be birthed from this. Whether you follow your heart in terms of your career, whether you follow your heart in terms of love, this is a really beautiful card. This tells me that there is richness to be had in this experience, whether it's around career, love, love is in relationship, career, your passion to purpose, your creative work, and money to be made. Look at that. This is an abundant week. This is a very abundant week. So those of you who are in business, go all in, talk it up, fall in love with what you're doing. Fall in love, go all in and fall in love with it, and be what it is that you're selling. If this is around business for you, like become what it is that you're creating. You show up as that, be that. If you're developing some beautiful witchery products, show up as the witch, be her, become her. And so, yes, and so this card, it is definitely about having to do some of the work. Like there's some practical work that needs to be done. Sometimes I think of this guy as being like the way I describe Capricorn is like the most ripped person in the gym, the one that gets up at 5 a.m. to do all the weights, who's following all the dietary requirements, and is the most ripped person in the gym. This is the person that's actually going all in and doing the hard yards to make it happen. So, the message is that if you want what you want, it's going to require you to go all in, to work hard, go all the way. This is what Capricorns do. They go all the way to make it happen. They go all in to make it happen. They're not here to play small. And is it about prestige? Not necessarily, but it's about aiming for something and making it happen. And what I learned about Capricorn actually the other day in my astrology training was that, and it was amazing to really sort of recognize this, to realize this, the very thing that you've been challenged with in this lifetime is what's actually going to make you, which is actually going to become you, which is actually going to bring you into your most powerful version of you. It's going to gift you. So these challenges that we face in our life are not there to harm us. They're there they're our becoming. It's what allows us to step into our greatness. And that's what Capricorn does. He turns they turn these challenges, they activate your greatness. You become your greatest version of you by facing, going all in, doing the hard yards and facing those challenges, and being somewhat relentless. There's a relentless energy. They'll just do whatever it takes to make it happen. So this is yes, they honor the work. Thanks, Morgan. Morgan's amazing at astrology, by the way. Morgan, she's fabulous. They do honor the work that they do. They take it seriously. They go all in and they take it seriously. So yes, this is a very wealthy card. So, oh gosh, I'm loving these cards this week. For me, I'm liking it as well, secretly. This is such a great spread. Thank God. Last week was shit, wasn't it? Wasn't happy with that. Anyway, so yes, stepping into your sovereign power, stepping into your agency, be the thing that you want from the other. Stop projecting it out onto the other. Become the projection. Become what you want in your relationship. Yes, there is an opportunity for love and for romance this week. Let yourself have it. Let yourself go all in. Be careful though of don't sacrifice your needs. You don't have to sacrifice who you are to be loved. Don't do that. You don't have to do that. You don't need to please. You don't need to be a people pleaser, to be loved and accepted. Don't sacrifice your needs for love. But I guess this is the card where love will conquer all. It's got this kind of very romantic feel to it. In the sign of Pisces, it's about transcendence and it's about spiritual connection. It's a beautiful card. And then, and then we've got our powerful, Capricorn, wise person, these qualities that are wanting to be harnessed and developed within our own field. And this is about abundance. It is about working hard. It's about doing the hard yards. It's about, yes, and I love what Morgan had said. It is about honoring the work, going all in and honoring the work, and not being afraid of the discipline that's required of you to make the achievements that you want to make this week. It's a really abundant week. These are great cards for this week. Okay, everyone, so let me do some readings. My ear's burning right now. Someone's talking about me. I hope it's good. Okay. It is a beautiful message for this week. I'm thrilled with this week's message. It's nice. My heart's just like exploding. It's a nice feeling. It is a really nice feeling. Oh, shit, cards are flying everywhere because I'm getting excited. All right, let me find, I've just dropped a card, so let me find it. Where did it go? Can't see. There it is. Got glasses on and I still can't see. Ridiculous. Okay. Thought there was something on the chair. All right, let me see. Oh, I loved it as well, Karen. It was so good, wasn't it? So romantic. I want to do love readings. I love doing love readings. I loved it when the first week I was on here, I think I was doing love readings. I loved that. That was fun. I got a buzz out of it. Like I was talking about it a week later because I enjoyed it so much. Okay, let me see. Who's there's so many words, people. Okay, Izzy Ryan. Hello, Izzy. Lovely to meet you. I'm so glad you're here. It would be so amazing if you're feeling generous, people. I would love a share. If you feel called to share, that would be amazing. I'd be so appreciative of that. It's all of my advertising is organic. I don't pay for any advertising. It's all word of mouth, and it would be amazing if you could do a share. It would be absolutely fabulous. And of course, by sharing this, you also share the spirit readings and spirit directory page, which means the other readers also get some benefits from that too. So it's not just for me, it's for everyone. Okay, so Izzy, let's see. Izzy, so there's no question, it's just yes please, some cards. 1, 2. Don't forget, I've got a free, if you want a free hypnosis and a free channeling insight guide, a channeling hypnosis, meet your spirit guide hypnosis. It's above this live, and you just click on and you'll get it straight into your inbox straight away. So go ahead, go and grab it. I think you'll love it. Okay. So Izzy, we were talking about this card in my tarot program. Oh, heads up. If you love tarot and you want to learn tarot, I would encourage you to click that link above and join my mailing list, because I've got an amazing program that's going to open up next week that's going to make tarot so easy for you to learn. It's going to cut out the overwhelm, the worry that you have about trying to remember all the cards. I'm going to make it super easy for you, and you're going to learn about the Mythic Tarot, which I happen to think are the best cards. They are amazing. So make sure you sign up so you're the first one, because I can only take so many people in the course because I like to work live and in a group setting, so it's not self-paced. There's a limit on the numbers. Okay, anyway, 2 of Swords. So, Izzy, this card, the swords are about change and transformation. They're also about conflict, and they're probably the most chaotic and sometimes the scariest of the Mythic Tarot, only because transformation and change with the swords usually requires that we make changes that create discomfort, or that may potentially create conflict in our relationships. In this card, you're being reminded of the conditions that you've been born into, and how the parental relationship that you had with your parents, how that's impacting on your relationships. There's an unconscious pattern that's playing out in your relationships based on the relationship that you had with one or both of your parents in your younger years. This is the card of denial, and sometimes, or the way in which we create defenses to avoid situations in our life, to avoid conflict or to avoid the truth. And we all have defenses. All of us have these defenses that we use, that pop up in our relationships, or in the way in which we engage with people, to avoid or to avoid ourselves, basically, to avoid the discomfort within ourselves. And so he doesn't want to hear the truth. This is the card of the elephant in the room. There's an elephant in the room and you sort of don't want to look at it. And usually the elephant in the room is something to do with what's been going on inside of you that you might not be fully consciously aware of is playing out in your relationships. So this card, it is about how sometimes we sweep things under the carpet because we want to avoid the problems, don't want to deal with it, but at some point you will have to. And so this is just a little reminder that there is an elephant in the room that needs to be dealt with at some point. And so the big lesson for you right now, you're going through this huge rite of passage right now, which is about your spiritual growth, Izzy. So this is about you focusing on your spiritual growth, and potentially that spiritual growth itself will create some conflict, not bad conflict, but because it transforms you, it's changing you, it will change you, and that spiritual growth will help you deal with that elephant in the room, or that spiritual work that you do when you go inwards and be a bit more reflective and spend some time in meditation, or potentially joining some sort of spiritual group or community where you'll get some of that support to be able to do some of the personal journey work that you've been sort of struggling to do because of the fear of change. So this is the card of as I said, it's a rite of passage where one is learning about the meaning of life. Sometimes I call this card the existential crisis. Right, when you're trying to work out, like, what is this all about? What is my purpose? Like for use of a better word, why the fuck am I here? What is this all about? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? These are the sorts of questions that come up with this card. So yes, this is very much about going inwards and doing some meditative practice and potentially joining a meditative group of some sort to help you with the elephant in the room. Okay. Next person. Oh, thanks for sharing that, Kylie Ann. I appreciate that. Yes, jump in on it. Take it. Take the link. Oh, God bless you. Thank you, Kylie. I really, I hope I pronounced your name right. I think so, Kylie Ann. I really appreciate you sharing the channeling guide. That's what I should have done before. It's a bit naughty, isn't it? Not doing that. Yes, it makes it easy. So there you go. There's the channeling guide. I'll put it in here as well. I think I've got it on my, there we go. There it is. I'll do it too, so you know it's from me as well. Thank you so much for sharing that. Go and jump in and grab it. It's free. It's free. Free for you to use and play with, and a hypnosis. And tonight's the night. It's got this beautiful portal opening, Lionsgate portal. Receive some beautiful downloads from Spirit. Tune in and just let it drop in and filter into every cell of your being. You'll enjoy it. You'll love the hypnosis. Okay, next person. So, well, for that, I'm going to have to read for Kylie Ann, aren't I? For being so generous and helpful. I appreciate that. So there's no question there, but I will just read some cards for you, shall I? I'll just pull a card out and just read a couple of magical cards for you. So let's see. Let me see. I've got to be quicker, don't I? I'm not quick enough. I've got to be quicker. I like to talk too much. Okay. 1, 2. 1. Oh, look at this. Okay, so the Emperor is about stepping into your power. This is about stepping into the masculine, stepping into your masculine energy, and the need for you to start thinking about the potential of maybe this is about business, maybe this is about career. It's definitely about how you make money and how you're going to how you build structures in your life that are going to support you financially, that fit in with sort of like the social, the society that we live in. This card is about ethics and values as well, and the way in which your values drive what you're currently doing in your life, and it is about getting clearer around that. This card is about money and your relationship to money as well, and developing a much more nurturing relationship to that, not to be afraid of success, and not to be afraid of money, not to be like, money is not an evil thing. In fact, and money doesn't look, and the truth is as well, money doesn't it doesn't make your life better. Well, having money can give you more choices, but actually the joy in making money is when you're actually doing what you love to produce it. It's the act of fulfilling your purpose that brings the joy in making the money. It's not the money itself. But obviously money is helpful because it pays our bills and it reduces some of the stress. So this card is about the action taking of producing a career or a business of some sort for yourself, Kylie Ann. And if you haven't already started, or if you've already started, this is a good sign. This tells me that this has it has immense energy behind it. And this is about you stepping into this role of taking charge and taking control of your life and of your finances. The 5 of Swords it looks a bit scary, but this is Apollo saying, stop being afraid of doing the big thing, the thing that you actually want. Like, step into your power and do the thing that you've actually been avoiding. Don't be afraid to or feel the fear anyway, and just do the thing. Sometimes this card will come up when we're doing all of these other little activities to avoid the actual thing that we know is going to create the change that we need, or to change the circumstances that we find ourselves in that we don't want to be in. and sometimes we'll avoid the thing because we're scared of the outcome or what will happen or the conflict that might ensue, by making those choices or making those decisions. What I know with the swords is that you can't avoid your karma. Like it's part of your karma. You need to make some big bold moves. It's time to make those big moves, to grow, to emotionally grow, mentally, physically, spiritually, to evolve who you are. And with Apollo standing there, even though he looks like he's giving Orestes a bit of a telling off, he's actually protecting him. He's saying to him that to do this, you will be protecting yourself. Like, you've got to do this. It's necessary. You can't avoid it forever. So it is about knowing what your limits are as well. So what does that mean, knowing what your limits are? Well, sometimes, again, as I was saying, we do all these other things to avoid the actual thing that we're supposed to be doing. And yes, and maybe it's about delegating some of these tasks, delegating some things to other people that you may have been, too proud to let go of, which is actually preventing you from making the big, bold move that you need to make to step into your power. Okay, next person. Right. Let's see. Ruthie. Okay, anything on my twin flame, please, as it's a Lion's Gate tonight. Well, this whole twin flame conversation. It's such an interesting one. Well, I know that you believe in twin flames, so I'm not going to undermine your belief around that at all. I'm not saying there's no such thing as that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I do think is that we have many soulmates in a lifetime, and I guess the more conscious we become, what do I mean by the more conscious we become? The more aware we are of our own shadow and the way in which to become aware of our habitual patterns of behaviour and to not act them out or play them out or to project that on others, to become more aware of ourselves and our own triggers, the more conscious our relationships will become. So, I truly believe that as we grow and evolve, so do our relationships. Some of them grow with us and some of them fall away. And we have many, many people in a lifetime that we have deep connections with. So, so that's not to say that there's no such thing as a twin flame. That's just another perspective. Okay, so the card that flew out, so there was a card that flew out, and I thought I might just leave that there as it flew out. And here it is. I was just reading about this card before. So I'm going to pick one more card for you as well. And yes, there it is. Okay, so I haven't looked at the other card. I'm going to turn it over now. Oh, look. Okay, so these are both of these cards are sort of have a little bit of conflict involved in them in different ways. So the Two of Swords, we know, well, I explained earlier on in this card that it is about denial, the way in which we have these defenses that we use to avoid the discomforts that we feel on the inside. So we just sort of pretend that things are okay, or we don't want to do the inner work. This is like the card, well, I might explain it like the unintegrated effect, the unintegrated emotions that weren't fully expressed, or you weren't allowed to express, or that you were in trouble for as a young child, and the way in which you haven't integrated these aspects of your being that are in the land of the shadow realm, or maybe we can call it the disowned self. So the parts of you that you haven't fully integrated that are still out of your conscious awareness. And sometimes when this card comes up, it is about the way in which we project that onto our relationships or onto people outside of ourselves without actually looking at the real issue, which is, I'm not suggesting you're an issue. What I'm suggesting is that we're denying, we're not looking in and doing some of the inner work. So this is about the elephant in the room. This is about sweeping things under the carpet, not wanting to do some of the personal journey work, or maybe feeling like, oh God, again? Like, again, really? Like, how often do I have to do this work? I can remember going into a therapy session, and I've spoken about my dad at length many times in therapy, and here I was again at the beginning of a therapy session, and he comes up again, and I looked at her and I said, again? Like, honestly, do we have to do this again? And so, yes, again, so this is like another layer of work that needs to be done. So this isn't a negative card, but, you know, change is upon you. If you want the changes and you want the transformation, then some of the personal work has to be done again. And that's just how it is. So the Five of Wands, this is also about your creative energy. And you being more in touch with your intuition, learning how to trust your intuition. To like a vision that you had for your past is no longer relevant to the vision for your future. It's not quite accurate anymore to the woman that you're becoming. And so you're being called to really learn how to trust yourself again, to step into the sorceress within, to step into your intuitive self, to learn how to trust your intuition, to know the red flags as well, to be able to see the red flags, to trust yourself. And there's an off note for a reason. But this is also about creating a new vision for yourself, starting to get clear, thinking outside of the box, and also becoming creatively in your creative life, your life being the art, the kind of destiny you want, the kind of future that you want with a partner, to start thinking differently to what you did before, because what you had before is not who you're becoming. So yes, this is about stepping into the power of the sorceress and becoming more intuitive in the way in which you move within the world around you and within yourself. And also this is about like what you didn't think was possible, what you imagined in your past is not what's actually showing up for your future. And so the plan has to be, the vision that you have needs tweaking. You need to open your mind. You need to open your mind a bit more to what's possible. Okay, so next person. There you go, Ruthie. I hope that was helpful. Charmaine. Hello, Charmaine. Oh, no worries, Izzy. Sending love and light to you as well. Take care. Charmaine. Hello, Charmaine. Nice to meet you. Could I have a spirit reading, please? Oh, it's Maria. Sorry, Maria. Oh, another card just flew out. The cards are flying out. I'm going to trust the flying cards tonight since it's a Lion's Gate, hey? Okay. So... I just don't know. Thinking about my own stuff at the moment, and that reading at the beginning of this live, it's put a bit of a smile on my face. Anyway, okay, Maria. Yes, one more card for you. Here we go. Oh, look. Okay, so Maria. This is about partnership. This is about relationship and partnerships and the possibility of reconciliation after difficult times. So I don't know if this is with family or friendships, but it has been difficult. You've been through a rough road around partnerships, around relationship. It's been rough. It has been rough for you. It's been like an abscess that burst, and all the toxicity of that has been pouring out. It's been difficult. But this is the potential for reconciliation as well. And reconciliation, what do I mean? So does that mean that you get back with an old lover? Not necessarily, but making like, you know, making up, right? Not the arguments coming to an end, you know, things coming to an end, difficulties coming to an end around relationship. But that's because, you know, you're having to do some of the work, cutting ties to. There's police going down the road, cutting ties to difficult relationships that have been getting in the way of you having having what you want. So Maria, I think I called you Charmaine again, didn't I? Sorry. Maria, I think it's been a bit rough with family stuff. I get the sense that it's been a bit rough, but this is a good sign that there is some form of reconciliation on the way, and potential for for nice relationships. There's been, as I said, there's been some difficulties, but this is the promise of this card is the promise that you know, all will be well. All will be well. Okay. I'm getting really hot, warm. I'm really warm in here tonight. Pamela. Hello, Pamela. Sure. Pamela. Pamela. So Adriana, what I would encourage you to do is click onto my link there. I've just put it in there, the channeling guide. Go and grab yourself that channeling guide. I hope it works. Does it work? I hope the link works. Yeah, go and click on the channeling guide and do a hypnosis tonight. It's a spirit guide hypnosis, and go and chat with your father. Go and do it. The hypnosis will take you there. Go and enjoy it, and go and have that meeting with him. Go and do that. Okay, so Pamela. Two cards. Oh, beautiful cards, Pamela. So open your heart to receive. I think you're the type of person that's a bit of an overgiver. You like to give, and it makes you feel good. You love the secondary gain. You feel like, it makes you feel worthy and all of that sort of stuff. But this is also about opening to receive opportunities coming your way, or money or help. Open your heart to let yourself be helped or supported. This is about receiving emotional support. Maybe it's about giving emotional support, but it's also about receiving emotional support. Open your heart to that. This is the card of the Temperance is your spirit guide. She's your guardian angel who's taking care of you, and she's pouring the waters from one cup to another as a reminder that for you to receive clearly from spirit, you need to clear the debris around your heart, to open your heart and let yourself feel. And some of those feelings might be uncomfortable. You might feel some discomfort around some of those emotions, and to let them out of your body, to let yourself feel and heal. And this card also represents, sometimes I think of her like Mother Mary. She has this beautiful energy, like Mother Mary energy, where she's also about forgiveness and mercy, just to be kind, be gentle and kind to yourself. Like, open your heart to receive love. You are worthy of love as well. Like, let yourself receive the support and the guidance from spirit. Many people are afraid to open up and trust that they're being guided by spirit because they're afraid that they're going to get hurt. They're afraid of opening their heart to love because they've been hurt many times over in their lifetime. And that's usually the biggest hurdle that I have found working with people, teaching people how to channel. They're so afraid to let the guard down. They're so afraid to open their heart to believe that there is someone or a being out there that loves them unconditionally, that they will be accepted and loved for all of who they are, and that this being knows everything about you, every single detail about your life, and loves you regardless of any mistake that you've made. You don't have to prove your worth to this being. You are already loved for all that you are. When you're in the realm of the spirit guide realm, they are, they are your supporter, your gatekeeper that was there with you when you were birthed earthside. Temperance is the card of having that conscious awareness of spirit. To be consciously aware that you are being guided, that you do have a guardian angel, and in fact you love the angelic realm. That is like the realm that you love to play in, or that you'd love to be more aware of to play in, and they're already here and you can feel it in this conversation. So, okay, you're being guided. Trust you're being guided, and yes, there's some healing to do around your heart chakra for sure, 100%. And yeah, open your heart to receive. You've got to, like, spirit wants to be in conversation with you. Go and to grab my insight. Well, it's actually here. It's right there. Go on in the comments. Go on, or down there. It's down there in the comments. Go and sign up. Grab my insight guide. Go and grab it for yourself. Go and do the hypnosis tonight. Go and enjoy. Lie back and be receptive to the light of the light beings. Spirit comes to us in many, many forms. The light is incredibly intelligent, and they will choose forms. Spirit will choose the light. Light beings will choose forms that will meet the path of least resistance, and also to give us corrected experiences, or experiences that we weren't unmet needs from our childhood. They will choose archetypal forms. They will choose archetypal images and forms to meet those unmet needs, to give you that corrected experience. It's very intelligent. You are not making it up. You are not making it up. When the image comes to you, trust it. If it's a masculine form, it's highly likely that you had maybe, you know, some issues with your father or a male parental figure. If it comes in a female form, highly likely there were some issues and some unmet needs or some unintegrated emotional experiences, you know, difficult ones with a female parental figure or a carer of some sort. And so these guides will choose these forms to heal, to help you heal. It's intelligent. You're not making it up. The light is divinely intelligent. And it's, yes, and they will choose forms to help you heal. Heal those parts of yourself. So, okay, Jody. Jody's distressed. Let's check in with Jody. Right, will our son come home to us in a toxic relationship but can't see it? Let's see what comes up for Jody. I've gone quiet here. It's all gone a bit serious. All gone a bit serious here. Okay. Okay, Jody. So this son of yours, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere out of that relationship for now. There will be some upheaval. There will be some difficulties where there will be a separation, but it's the one cup remains standing. So I think this is going to take some time. He's wanting a family. He's wanting a family. And yes, but there'll be some separation. There'll definitely be some conflict and some separation. So, yeah, be prepared. He will come home, but I don't know for how long. I don't know. He may end up back again. It may take some time before he finds his way home again. But yes, there is a separation coming. So prepare, prepare for that. Prepare for the separation. Yes. It's hard, isn't it, when you see your friends and family in relationships that you know are just not right for them, but they have to be the ones ultimately to make the decision to end the relationship, hey? And it's really hard to see that playing out. And hopefully with that tells me that he is going to, yeah, bloody kids, that's right. Let's just hope there's no, you know, he wants it, like he wants a family. That's what he's seeking. He's just not going to, like, this relationship is immature. And in the story of that card, the card with the cups, where the cups were falling, and Psyche was chasing Eros as he was leaving the temple. It's about the immaturity, about the inability to actually not being honest with each other. You know, they've got a lot to learn. They've got a lot to learn. Yes. Okay, so, all right, Wendy Stevens. Will I eventually move on from my marriage split? My husband ended ours 19 months ago. We were together 20 years plus. I'm really sorry, Wendy. I'm sorry about that. Let me see what cards come up for you. Do you know, Wendy, I would just really encourage you to open your heart, to start focusing on your career, start focusing on manifesting what you want, the kind of relationship that you want. I feel like you will eventually move on, and when you do move on, you're going to find the love of your life. So just remain, like, of all the cards, this is the one I picked out of 78 cards, and this is the one I picked for you. And then you've got the Master Manifestor card. This is a really good sign. I want you to, like, just trust that this is the making of something incredible for you that's crossing your path. And so I want you to start manifesting, start imagining, and start getting focused on doing what you love, the potential career, how you want to make money, how you want to, like, the money, like, get focused on that. Focus on there's big windfall coming for you, financial windfall in some way, shape or form. And what you do with that is going to create this incredible, you are going to meet the love of your life. It will happen in this lifetime for you. And, just trust that this happened for a reason, and it's a good reason. It's a really good reason. It's a really, really good reason. You'll be like, what was I worried about? What was that all about? It'll be like that. It'll be like, thank God, phew, did me a favor. Thank God. I was going to swear. I'm going to get in trouble if I keep swearing on here. I noticed when I did swear, a few people left me swearing. I do have a habit of swearing. I do. All the intelligent people swear. I swear to you. It's true. So, how are we going? 5 more minutes. Still got some time, hey? Okay. So, yes, I'm trying. I'm not much time for myself. My son can't do anything for himself. We have another son. Look, there's a windfall coming. There's a windfall coming. You're going to get, there's some kind of abundance that's going to drop in, a financial reward. So just like go all in on your heart's desire. Take the energy, all that energy that you've invested in wanting to get back into creating what you want, because that's not going to happen. You've got something better on the cards for you. There's something better in the wings waiting for you. Trust that. Okay, so I love the swearing. Oh, good. Fuck. Yeah, I just said it. Okay. Yes, Deanna Marie. Hello, Deanna. Yes, I will definitely read for you. Absolutely. Yes, I'm sort of like, whilst I love being on Spirit Reading page and all that sort of stuff, I sort of miss, I was doing my lives on my personal business page. If it was just on my personal business page, I kind of miss that a little bit. I miss the intimacy of that. I hope that we all get to know each other, that you show up each Sunday so that we can all get to know each other and sort of, I can start recognizing faces and we can start developing a nice relationship and get the collective energy building so these energy reports can become even more and more and more accurate, because as the same people show up, the more the energy starts to build and we start to connect. Like there's a soul family connection that starts to evolve, and the weekly reports become more and more accurate. So, if you're loving this, I encourage you to follow through, come back, because that's what was happening on my business page, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So I'm sort of missing some of that a bit. I'm looking forward. I feel really hot tonight. I actually feel like I'm in the presence of the spirit guides tonight, but I've been doing heaps of work, channeling work today, as I was saying in my other group. So, okay, Deanna, this is for you. Well, Deanna, you probably look, you're probably not going to be excited about this. This is the old niching conversation. So I think you've been doing a really great job in niching. You've been playing with things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. But there's been sort of a bit of a burden. Some of this you're feeling a bit burdened by. And so it is about dropping what no longer serves you. It's time. You've been mucking around, trying things on for size, and there are some things that are not working for you. I want you to drop those things. Take a risk and drop them. Don't invest in it anymore. Just drop it. Let it drop and let it fall like a lead balloon, and then goodbye. Let it go. Just let it drop. Let it end, because it's draining you. It's draining you. So, and good work. You've been doing amazing work, trying things on, working things out, seeing what fits, seeing what doesn't fit. And it's time to drop the stuff that's no longer in alignment with who you are. 10 of Wands is about the burdens that we carried, the things that we thought were fun that actually just not fun anymore. You're just not enjoying it anymore. And so, this is about drawing on the crafts that you actually love, actually you really get a kick out of doing, that make you feel good. You just love it. You have no problem showing up for. To get really focused on that and drop some of the stuff that is burdening you. I'm giving you full permission, and for you to do that, you'll probably see like more work coming in for you when you do that. Okay, the old niching conversation. It's such a pain, isn't it, for multi-passionate people, intuitive and spiritual entrepreneurs like Deanna, who's an amazing hypnotherapist. She's got some amazing offers on at the moment. You need to go and have a look at her. Yeah, goddamn niching. You're right, Katrina. It's a killer. It's a killer. The topic of the day. I know. I swear to you, though, my business went gangbusters when I finally went all in on the tarot. It went gangbusters when I finally did that. And I avoided doing that for a while because I wanted to do everything. But what was happening is I was everywhere but nowhere. Like I was everywhere and I was kind of damming up the flow, slowing things down. So, don't be afraid of niching. I know it's like, I think what happens though is once you become known, and once you build up, this is for my business ladies, once you start to build up some good clients, you've got some return clients, you start to become known, you don't really have to sort of go onto other platforms to really, to make money. People come to you. But you can start then sort of, playing around a bit more and throwing some random things out there, selling some random things that people will purchase. You can start being a bit more playful. But yeah, in the beginning, you really do have to become known for something. So when somebody needs a particular service, you're the first person that comes to mind, that you come to mind. Not, if you're everywhere and nowhere and you don't have a particular skill, then you're not really known for anything. People don't really know what they're buying what you actually do or what to purchase from you, or even if you've got anything that's of value to them. I often get people referred to me for tarot. So when people think of tarot, oh, I know this girl, she does tarot. There we go. Go and contact her. And sometimes by people who have never had a reading with me will refer people to me. Oh, the tarot lady. I should call myself the tarot lady. I'm not joking. I know this girl. I know this tarot lady. And then bang, just like that. So my work's starting to shift. Actually, I'm more on the teaching than of the reading at the moment. Doing heaps of teaching tarot. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good, but it's an interesting turn. How am I going for time? Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone. It's come to an end. Do you know, what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Let me just put this in here. Don't run away yet. Let me just put this in here. I want you guys to .com/whispering magic. There's my Facebook page. This week, I'm probably going to go live and do some more tarot this week because I'm going to introduce one of my really amazing tarot programs. It's an introduction to tarot. You'll see it show up this week. I'm going to make tarot so easy for you to learn so it becomes a tool that you can use in your business, an introduction to tarot. And I'm going to remove all the overwhelm. You don't have to worry about, oh my God, how am I going to remember all these cards? I'm going to give you all the juicy content to help you remember. It's going to be so easy. I'll make it really super easy for you. But you'll need to have these. Oh, look at that. That's a sign. You'll need to have these cards. So yes, I would encourage you to go and get yourself a pack of the new Mythic Tarot, they're called. If you're drawn to learning the tarot and learning my style of reading, yes, go ahead and go and like my page. Go and like my page, or go and download my free hypnosis and channeling insight guide so I can send you the details when I upload it this week, when it's ready to go this week. You'll love it. And I do teach a 7-month tarot mentoring program, and it is a more high end. It's a few $1,000s. This one is lower end, and it's an easy entry point to work with me. And it's an introduction, so it makes it super, super easy to learn the tarot. That is the biggest complaint I get with people is, there's so many cards. How am I going to remember it all? I'm going to teach you how to, and it's going to be so easy, so easy. Okay, that's it from me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Sending you all so much love. Have an amazing week. Loved our weekly energy report. I'm excited. I'm excited, Katrina. Did you listen? Did you listen to it? It's very exciting. I'll speak to you later. Take care, everyone.